This is the decider. Is this like cute or creepy? And it will probably determine whether you watched more SpongeBob SquarePants as a kid or The Conjuring. It says a lot about you, this song. Hello, wonderful humans of the internet, how are we? My name is Sam Scott-Thorne and I'm a vocal coach based in Glasgow. Now, if you'd like to meet and explore your voice a little more, you can find me on sstvocals.com. You can also find me on Patreon and various other social media platforms, and I'll put the handles down below and over there. There. What the hell was that? Now, if you'd like to consider becoming a patron, you have access to things like early release of reactions, you can fast track reactions, become a reaction, there's special roles on my Discord server, and you have access to all sorts of bonus content like my Vocal Anatomy 101 series where we learn how the voice works. So consider becoming a patron and help shape my channel. Okay, we are going to go and listen to quite a short song by a guy called Tiny Tim. Now, if you've never seen Tiny Tim, you will have heard Tiny Tim. This song that we're going to listen to, called Tiptoe Through the Tulips, has been used in the Conjuring films. I think it's the Conjuring films. That universe, anyway. And it just has such an uneasy feeling to it in that specific universe. But is it a scary song? Let's go and find out. Let's go and listen to it together and see what we think.
Whatever he did with this song.
Oh, tiptoe through the window, by the window, that is where I'll be. Come tiptoe through the tulips with me.
Right, listen to this voice. It is so unusual. It's all pretty much head voice, so that's when you're into your thinner vocal fold positioning. So a thick fold is your chest voice, and that's where your vocal folds vibrate like this. And then as you get higher through your register, your vocal folds will thin out and they'll only really meet at the top edge. That's where his voice is. So it's all kind of up here. Oh, sounds kind of Mickey Mouse-esque, but even more lifted. Now, another thing that Tiny Tim likes to do is this bleating sound, almost like a sheep or a lamb. Like, bah, ah. If you add that, it's this kind of thing. It's really, really quick though. It's faster than I'm doing it now. And when he layers that through his vocal, it just has this whimsy to it, but it's also generally quite unsettling, especially when you see him like do it in real life. Just because you don't expect that sound to come out of that person. Anyway, let's keep going.
Oh, tiptoe from the garden, by the garden, on the willow tree. Come tiptoe through the tulips with me.
Now you hear there was a little bit of a vocal crack there. When we go into our head voice, it only really wants to stay thin for so long. And if you go, your voice will want to thicken back up again. So I think that's what happened there, is his vocal range went down into a place where his vocal folds wanted to thicken back up. He was trying to stay thin and you just get that little crack for a wee second there. Another thing that makes it quite, what's the word I'm looking for? Like uncanny valley, you know, like human but not quite, is that he keeps everything really steady. So he's got this little smile and he always like puts his top teeth on his lips, and then everything just stays perfectly still, and it's like he's singing behind his teeth. It keeps it very flattened. Like there's not much in the way of like super dynamics apart from this lift of tone and this bleat. Everything else has this really eerie stillness to it. It's amazing. I don't know if when he did this song, if he thought it was like something quite silly, that people would think, I don't know whether he thought like, oh, this is going to be used in a horror film in years to come and it's going to creep people out forevermore. Who knows?
And flowers will stray, we'll kiss the showers away. And if I kiss you in the garden, In the moonlight, you part in me and tiptoe through the tulips with me.
Unbelievable. I find it charming, but then I'm a creepy, spooky guy, so I would. It kind of feels like he has gone as far as he possibly can to imitate the people that did like the old Disney princess voices. Like, I'm getting horror Snow White off of this. Snow White had that lovely little voice. It was like a canary. It was very bleaty, very lifted, very light. This is what he's kind of emulating in my mind. But it's like trying to draw you into the woods so he could do away with you. Anyway, Tiny Tim ended up performing this song for a long time, and there's like notable events in his life that happened in or around this song. So go and look that up if you want to know more about that. It's fascinating. Anyway, I hope you liked that reaction. If you did, please give it a like and a thumbs up down below. And if you want to see more from me, hit subscribe, ring the bell, and anytime I have new content, you'll be the first to know. So I guess all that's left for me to say is thanks so much for joining me. And then how am I going to buy this one? I'm not going all the way up there. Not up there! So I guess all that's left for me to say is thank you so much for joining me, and thank you for coming with me and watching all these creepy videos. But there's more to come, so don't forget to subscribe. Ooh. Bye, love you. It was terrible, but you know, whatever. Well, it's Halloween week, let's have some fun.